welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today's video will be about a situation that happened years ago. I tell these stories not to bash anyone, but to share my story for entertainment purposes. There's a girl in the story and we'll name her Kendall. We'll start off with how I met Kendall. I believe I was in 3rd grade at the time and she was 2 years younger than me. Her brother and I had the same class and they lived down the street from me as well at the time. I knew of her, but I never spoke to her until one day I was on my front porch and from my house I can see their house, and I saw her outside, and so I walked down the street and I introduced myself. We hung out that day and we became friends and we started hanging out a lot. One time when we were hanging out, another girl came over that lived in a few houses down, and we'll call her Charlotte. Charlotte and I met and we became friends as well. Kendall and I had a rocky friendship. If there were other girls hanging out with us, she would act different towards me and just give me attitude. There are many times that I came home because we had a fight or she was being mean to me, and I honestly don't know why I put up with that. When I was younger, I would go on this website called Stardoll. If you know about it, you know you can dress up celebrities and play games, and you can create your own avatar and decorate your room or rooms if you had a membership. You had to be a certain age to be able to friend other users and chat with them, so my friends and I would use an earlier birth year so we could have that feature. I have another friend in this story and we'll name her Delilah. And I know there's a lot of characters in the story, but it'll all tie up in the end. Delilah and I were best friends and she was the same age as me. When she came over, I introduced her to Charlotte and Kendall, and we would hang out sometimes when she would be over. Delilah and Kendall knew each other, so my scheming self had a plan. From the way Kendall would act towards me, I felt as if she was two-faced. So to test that theory, I asked for Delilah's Stardoll password. I added Kendall on Delilah's Stardoll account, and Kendall and I have been friends for a few years by then. Kendall accepted the request and I began messaging her talking bad about me, and she's thinking it's Delilah when it's me. She also failed the test, so my theory was right. At one point, Kendall's mom had asked if Kendall could come over to my house after school for an hour or two until she got home. I think she had school or something. So on certain days, she would come over and we would hang out. Fast forward a couple months, Kendall and I fall off for a little bit. One day, I was hanging out with Charlotte. We were playing around and we had a little fight. I was swinging on the swing and she had climbed a tree, so she was just chilling up there, and it was awkwardly silent for a good few minutes. And I guess her jab to get at me, since we just had a fight, she said, "Kendall doesn't even like you. She only likes you for your things." So I was like, what? Then she started spilling all of the tea. She told me that while Kendall was at my house after school, she stole a stuffed animal. Do you remember those bears that you could ride on and they were washable and you could have an extra pen that would glow in the dark that was specifically for the bear? Well, she stole that pen. Mind you, you can't write anything with the pen. It was specifically designed to be written on the bear. Also, she stole a training bra from me. I was in elementary school at the time, but as I mentioned, she was a few years younger than me. I'm not trying to sound mean, but she was very petite and flat-chested, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But why would she need a training bra, let alone a freaking bear pin? I know this may not seem like a big deal to some people, but I feel like it's just the principle of it, let alone her being one of my friends. I leave Charlotte's house and I ask her to come with me to Kendall's house so I can confront her, and I want her to be with me so she can tell her what she told me. Kendall's brother opens the door saying he thought that Kendall and I weren't talking, and I explained the situation to him, and he then said that Kendall wasn't home at the time. Fast forward again, Kendall and I become friends again. I forget, but I think I confronted her about this situation and I think she denied it. One night I was spending the night at her house and I was helping her clean her room. I was in the closet and I opened a purse and there is my bear pin. She was literally caught red-handed. And I started walking towards her mom's room because I wanted to tell her mom, look what I found. I wasn't making it up, what Charlotte told me about your daughter. And then Kendall was like, no, don't do that. And I listened, which I wish I would have brought it up to her mom. It seemed to her mom that I was making it up and that her daughter would never do something like that. I eventually stopped talking to her and I think I was just done with her crap. Shortly after that, she moved and I haven't talked to her since. That concludes this video. I hope it was entertaining about how I was friends with a thief. I do have a few more story times that I will be telling. As always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye!